Sports Broadcast Institute, for me, is both a place to learn and a place where students can show what they've learned. A lot of, especially in the beginning, there's a lot of mistakes, but over time, students, they get better at it.
SBI has lived up to my expectations. We've accomplished more than I thought we'd ever accomplish together.
First year was difficult because we didn't know what to do, and it was a whole bunch of stuff he threw at us, like a whole bunch of editing. Like we had to edit a lot of videos. It's kind of hard, you know, it was during crunch time. And now I feel like I'm an expert and a pro, and I'm better than Mr. White, so yeah.
SBI has changed a lot. First year, we didn't even do the SBI program. It was introduced, but we didn't do it yet. We was learning more of the basics first year. Second year, we got into the SBI program. It was kind of cool. We started learning different things and learning how to do live broadcasts, newscasts, commercials, and things like that. Now on to third year, it's getting harder because we have to make our projects, and Mr. White expects a lot from us and more from first year.
My third year students are my first year sports broadcast students. So do I think that they've progressed well? Yes. Do I think that they're where they could be? No. That's one of the hardest things that I found last year, was tapping into the potential of my students and showing them their potential. So by the end of this year, yeah, they're going to be fine. Right now, they're just 2-plussers, in my opinion.
I show up 2 hours before, and at 5 o'clock, starts at 7 or 7:30. We set up the cameras on top of the press box. We get everything hooked up, and we just wait. It really depends how fast we can set everything up.
Game day preparations are difficult. Unlike professional organizations that go out and shoot games, they have 2-3 days sometimes to go out and prepare. On a good day, we have 2 or 3 hours. So game day prep is pretty hectic. There are a lot of weeks where a lot of games where it's down to the minute and down to the wire before we get everything put together.
My work has improved over time because just quality of my work has improved in the time frame that I get it done in, and I feel like I've gotten better with working with different groups and different people and getting to know people that you don't know and having to do something outside of your comfort zone.
I pick students who film games based on interest first off, and then trust. If I can't trust them in the classroom, I can't trust them outside of the classroom. And when I send a student out with a couple of cameras and a computer to go and produce a broadcast, I'm trusting them with a lot of responsibility to make sure that they get that footage, but then a lot of stuff in terms of another layer of responsibility to make sure that my equipment comes back the way it left.
Some of the biggest challenges I have faced is probably procrastination. That's one of my biggest challenges, because waiting till the last minute definitely has hurt me in the program. And just that, it affects a lot. It affects the quality of the work and just how well it is.
I love working with the kids during the games. I learn more about the students at the games. I get to know them a little bit better. I also get to teach them a lot more. I can teach a student more in one game on top of a press box than I can a week in the classroom.
But will I miss most? Mr. White.
Everybody has said that.
Well, what I will miss the most is the one and only Mr. White, the way how he helps us in the classroom, critiques us, has fun with us, also us being ourselves and getting to know more, like a lot of people in the class instead of being quiet and more socially active.
So our program's just starting. I have to remind myself that we're only 2 years in on the Sports Broadcast Institute, and my mental calendar says that we're 4 or 5 years in because of the time it took to plan it. But we're just getting started. I look forward to continuing to build a name for the program, and it will continue to grow as our students continue to go out and work in the industry.